The unconscious mind is one of the most mysterious and intriguing aspects of human psychology. It's the part of our mind that operates beneath the surface, influencing our thoughts, feelings, and actions without us even realizing it. While we go about our daily lives, making decisions, forming opinions, and reacting to the world, much of what drives us is happening on an unconscious level. It's like an unseen force that shapes our behavior, often in ways we don't fully understand. What's fascinating about the unconscious is how powerful it is. Think about the times you've had a gut feeling about something, or when a solution to a problem suddenly comes to you out of nowhere. These moments of insight often arise from the unconscious mind working in the background, processing information in ways that our conscious mind isn't aware of. It's constantly absorbing and filtering information, connecting patterns, and influencing how we perceive the world, all without us having to think about it. Dreams are one of the most vivid windows into the unconscious. When we sleep, our conscious mind takes a break, but the unconscious continues to work. Dreams can be strange, symbolic, and often don't make sense in a logical way, but they reveal deeper thoughts and feelings that might be suppressed or hidden in our waking life. Some psychologists, like Freud, believe that dreams are a way for the unconscious to express desires, fears, and unresolved conflicts. While modern views on dreams are more varied, they still represent a fascinating link to the unconscious mind. The unconscious also plays a huge role in shaping our habits and automatic behaviors. Many of the things we do on a daily basis, like brushing our teeth, driving a familiar route, or even certain emotional reactions, are governed by the unconscious mind. Over time, actions that once required conscious effort become ingrained in our unconscious, allowing us to perform them without much thought. This frees up our conscious mind to focus on more complex tasks, but it also means that we're not always aware of how much our behavior is influenced by patterns set deep in our unconscious. Another interesting aspect of the unconscious is how it relates to memory. While we might think of memory as a conscious process, much of our memories are stored unconsciously. Sometimes, we forget certain events or details, only for them to resurface years later. This shows that memories, even those we think are long gone, are often just buried in the unconscious, waiting to be triggered by the right stimulus. This can be both helpful and problematic, especially when traumatic or negative memories resurface unexpectedly. Our unconscious mind is also deeply connected to our emotions. Often, we might not fully understand why we feel a certain way in a given situation, but the unconscious holds the key. For example, we might have an inexplicable fear or anxiety in certain scenarios without consciously knowing why. This could be tied to past experiences, associations, or unresolved emotional issues that lie in the unconscious. It's this unseen influence that can sometimes lead to patterns of behavior or emotional responses that seem out of place or difficult to control. One of the most fascinating theories about the unconscious is how it affects our perceptions of the world. Research in psychology has shown that the unconscious can shape our biases, preferences, and judgments without us even realizing it. We might make snap decisions about people, situations, or ideas based on unconscious associations that have been formed over time. This is why self-awareness is so important. By understanding how much of our behavior is driven by unconscious processes, we can work to become more mindful of our automatic thoughts and reactions. The unconscious also plays a central role in creativity. Many artists, writers, and musicians have talked about moments of inspiration that seem to come from nowhere. These bursts of creativity often emerge when the conscious mind steps aside, allowing the unconscious to bring forth ideas and connections that weren't previously obvious. This is why daydreaming, or letting your mind wander, can sometimes lead to breakthrough ideas. The unconscious, free from the constraints of logic and reason, can explore new possibilities and associations that fuel the creative process. Despite all we've learned about the unconscious, much of it remains a mystery. It's a vast, complex part of the mind that operates in ways we're only beginning to understand. But what's clear is that the unconscious mind is a powerful force, one that shapes our thoughts, actions, and emotions in profound ways. Whether we're aware of it or not, it's always there, working in the background, influencing every aspect of our lives.